Hey guys, it's me, Sue. It's come to my attention that I've recently passed 1,000 subscribers and am now legally allowed to call myself a YouTuber. So as my first act after becoming a YouTuber, I must do something that all proper anime YouTubers need to do. That's right, baby, I'm making a top 5 list. Woo! Please don't hurt me, I promise you this isn't gonna be a regular thing, I just had no idea what to do for 1,000. So without any further ado, here are 5 anime that I have previously reviewed that I believe to be the best of the best. Feel free to take these as watch recommendations because unlike my reviews, this video will be mostly spoiler free. Number 5. Talentless Nana. Talentless Nana is a murder mystery show about an assassin girl with no powers sent to kill an island full of students with various magical abilities. The constant tension of the main character juggling all sorts of different talents with pure brain power, and the rest of the characters playing fucking Among Us, makes this show one that will keep you on the edge of your seat for the entirety of the 12 episodes. This anime is one that will make you think, then think some more, while trying to figure out what each character's powers are and how the main character will try to overcome that, all while presenting a moral dilemma that will make you suffer enough cognitive dissonance to sympathize with the cold-hearted murderer. In this story, you will be introduced to the main character, the actual main character, and the other main character, and watch them play 8D chess while also playing regular chess on all sides against every other character all of the time without stopping. Number 4. Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Yeah, do I even need to say anything about this one? I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of it already. Okay, for like the 2 of you that know nothing about this show, Bunny Girl Senpai is a supernatural slice-of-life show about a guy named Sakuta and his cultured tastes. Despite the name of the anime suggesting otherwise, this show is not at all incel bait and involves the main character discovering and solving the supernatural manifestations of psychological disorders in his friends and family using quantum physics and secondhand embarrassment. So if that explanation supernaturally manifested a lobotomy in your prefrontal cortex, don't worry, this show is just as insane as I've made it sound. In just 12 episodes, you will be introduced to cute girls, mental disorders and their effect on perception, thermodynamics, and the space-time continuum, and depression. Like, a lot of fucking depression. Like, a lot of fucking depression. So if you would like a totally normal slice-of-life show to sit down and enjoy with your friends and family on a Saturday night about a guy and his normal relationship with his famous girlfriend, this show's for you. Number 3. Mushoku Tensei. Oh boy, I can hear the angry mob of isekai deniers already. This one might be a bit of a controversial choice to be putting in the direct center of my list. Mushoku Tensei is an isekai anime once dubbed the grandfather of all isekai due to its popularization of common tropes in the genre. And unlike most isekai nowadays, Mushoku Tensei is a really damn good coming-of-age story about a guy given a second chance in another life. I say this show is controversial because the main character here, Rudius, isn't exactly a great person, doing stuff like stealing his teacher's underwear, peeking on literally every girl he meets, and actual grooming. However, this show is on this list because these traits work in its favor. The main character is meant to be unlikable and even just an overall shitty person from the start, and his growth is what we watch as the show goes on. So, if you can put up with his lack of certain morals in the name of good character writing, you'll find that this will be one of the best anime you've ever watched. With god-tier animation, a vast and super well-developed world, and a story that really emphasizes growth and self-worth. Number 2. Oshinoko. I think it was pretty obvious that this anime was going to end up on this list. After all, it even took the top spot on my anime list for a while before the Full Metal Alchemist fans realized that meant FMAP was no longer number 1. Oshinoko is a slice-of-life mystery anime about a doctor and his patient who got reincarnated as a pair of twins to their favorite idol, which, I think I said this in my review video on this anime too, is a totally whack premise and probably sounds weirder than Bunny Girl Senpai. But as much as it seems like some sort of incest harem fanservice show from that description, Oshinoko is an incredibly deep story about revenge and pursuit of ideals that explores the depths of the entertainment industry, including processes behind the production of reality TV shows, movies, and idols. I can't really go too far into detail since the plot twist happens in the first episode, but let's just say 1 hour and 20 minutes of cute and fluffy slice-of-life content is about all the happiness you'll find in this show. Yes, the first episode is an hour and 20 minutes long. Oshinoko is written by the same author as Kaguya-sama Love is War, and you can definitely see the resemblance despite the dramatically different themes between the 2 shows. It's got some of the best characters and story writing in the entirety of anime, with a plot that will give neither you nor the main characters a break at any point. Every time you think stuff is slowing down, something happens to make you question both the mental stability of the characters and yourself, and this show is one that will mentally fuck you up constantly while giving enough insight to warrant watching it with a notebook and pen. So, with how I'm praising its depth and storytelling, I can hear you asking, why, Sue, is that only number 2? What show could possibly top an anime that overtook the likes of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood on Mao and was written by the same author as Kaguya-sama? Well, it should be obvious. The best anime ever made, Sword Art Online. It's 86. 86 is the best anime ever made. You know all that stuff I just said about Oshinoko fucking you up mentally? Take that, multiply it by PTSD, and then put it to the power of depression. 86 is a post-apocalyptic mecha anime about an extremely segregated country that's put all of their non-silver-haired residents into camps in what's known as the 86th District. The story follows two characters. Lena, who tries her best to treat the 86 as humans even when nobody else does and is willing to put in over-the-top effort to support them in battle, and Shin, who is a super experienced and skilled juggernaut pilot that's given himself the role of the one who will carry those who are lost in combat to their final destination. If I were to describe this show in a single word, it'd be fucked. With transitions that come out of nowhere and cuts that happen mid-scene, 86 will not fail to catch you off guard every single time, all the while throwing deaths, moral dilemmas, and horrible trauma at you at every turn. In this world, no characters are safe, no outcome is guaranteed, and even with the seemingly overpowered nature of Shin's actions, the tragedy behind them is enough to make even him an uncertain variable in the story. The plot of 86, which at first may seem like a generic attempt at saying racism bad,
huh?
is absolutely incredible, with the emphasis on racism quickly becoming only a tool to display the naivety of Lena, and using the war to force her to face the truths of the world and become a character who can act upon her ideals to create the world she wishes to live in. Needless to say, it's in this number one spot for a reason, and I am completely sure that I did not do it justice with my description. And that's my first, and hopefully last, top 5 list done. Holding myself back from going on long ass rants about each of these anime was not easy. Every single one that was on this list is worth a watch, so if you haven't seen them, go do that. You'll thank me later. And speaking of thanking, I've still gotta thank you guys for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. I know like literally every single YouTuber says this, but I honestly did not think I'd get here so soon, and I really appreciate every single one of you who have subscribed up to this point. And with that being said, if you're new to the channel and found one of the anime I mentioned interesting enough to watch, consider leaving a like and subscribing. My name is Sue, and I will see you all next time.